Hey everybody, hi, it's Ebony here. Hello, my YouTube family in the weight loss surgery. Yeah, I'm looking a bit shattered. Thank you for the nice messages about my last video when I did my little makeover. Yeah, it was short and sweet, but anyway, I'm gonna touch about that in a bit later. Guys, as you can see, I'm looking a bit knackered and mashed. Yeah, I was in hospital today. This pile thing is just driving me crazy. It's the first time I've ever had it, so yeah. But again, due to I guess it's a lack of nutrients, fiber, and all kind of stuff like that, and losing the weight, we are prone to these things. So that's why I thought I'd share it with you. If you're a bit queasy and yeah, you're that type of person and don't like me talking about stools and bowel movement and stuff, I don't think this is a video for you, so you can switch off now. So that's your warning. Anyway, as you guys know, I've mentioned it a couple of times in my videos. About 2 Saturdays ago, I was in a lot of pain. I was really uncomfortable. I couldn't lie down properly, and I was up all night, so uncomfortable, a lot of pain. But through the Sunday morning examining myself, I realized that I had, sorry, there was a lump around there. I believed it to be a boil because I've never had a pile before, and I was squeezing it and trying to poke it with a pin. I heated up a pin and was poking it, which aggravated it even more. So I spoke to one of my friends. I'm like, this thing won't burst and stuff like that. When I started to describe it to her, she said, Ebony, that's a pile. That's not a boil. So she told me to go out to the shop, get some meds, and which I did. I went to the pharmacy, got this thing called Preparation H, and put it on it, and it was like a temporary solution. And then I thought, no, I need to go and see the doctors because obviously the pain is getting worse. Yeah. So went to my doctor's. She examined it and she said it is quite big. But she did ask me if it was bleeding. I said to her, no, it's not bleeding or anything like that, but it is just painful. So she gave me this repository thing to put in the back passage, have one a day, and this gel to put on it several times throughout the day. So that was going okay. And then I realized that the medication was taking longer to kick in. The pain is more severe, and then it started to bleed. So I thought, no, she said give it 10 days. Let's just do this thing. And the pain, I can't even describe it. It's like having, well, I'll try and describe it. It's like having an open wound and somebody pour salt in there. That kind of burning sensation, like you're on fire. It was like every time I put the gel on me, it was like acid against my skin. When I put the thing in the back passage, it was like takes about an hour to 2 hours before it kicks in. So the type of pain where you're literally hopping on the spot, hopping and you can't sit still, and you're not, you're just so irritated and stuff like that. You're just burning. So last night I had my 12-hour shift at work. Funny enough, what I realized is I was kind of constipated the other day, and I was taking my watermelon to help me go, which was good. But for some reason, I'm now having a lot more bowel movement. Yeah. But what I noticed was with the bowel movement, the what do you call it? The pile was really aggressive in the pain. I can't even, it was raw, proper raw. So anyway, I had a bowel movement from before I went to work, and I was driving to work and I was in excruciating pain, 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 pain. And I'd even put the repository up the passage and put the gel on, and it just, nothing was happening. It's like I was hot. I was on fire, proper on fire. And then, an hour or so afterwards, I went back to normal. So I was like, God, what an oven. So anyway, I did a 12-hour night shift, and in the morning, I mean, I don't like doing a bowel movement at work, but it's like I really had this urge that I've got to go. Yeah, and to think I'd been like three times already during the day, and then in the morning I get up and morning at work I want to go, so I couldn't even hold it back, and I went, and I'm telling you, I put the repository up there and gel, and oh, it's like the pain is just getting worse and worse. What I noticed is that where I'm supposed to use the repository thing once a day, I had to use it after every bowel movement without fail. Even though it takes time to kick in, it does cool it down after a while. But that one a day thing was just not working for me. So I was at work uncomfortable and jiggering, and oh yeah. So I just went and told one of the managers, and I said, look, I've got piles and I need to go to the hospital. I'm in a lot of pain, and I need something stronger that's going to help me, because I need something now. So luckily the hospital is about 20 minutes from my workplace, so I went to the hospital. Can you imagine, after a 12-hour shift? Because this was all happening at the end of my shift. Yeah, so I ended up spending about four hours in hospital. I'm absolutely knackered. Um, yes, I spent 4 hours. They examined it and they said it's definitely really big. It's actually all on the outside. The pile is literally on the outside, and due to how big it is, the skin has broken, and that's where the bleeding is coming from. But what she did say was, what should have happened when your doctor gave you the repository and the gel, she should have given you a powder to take, put it in your drink to loosen up your stools, because what's aggravating it more, every time you go, it's putting pressure against the pile. So it's aggravating it, making it more sore, and that's why you're feeling it. And worse, I'm going more and more. I seem to be going to the toilet more and more. So this, take this sachet thing once a day. Plus, they gave me a new cream to use in it, and you know what? I feel a million times better. I was so aggravated before, but I feel a million times better. But what they did say is if it doesn't shrink, then you're gonna have to have it surgically removed. And you know what? I don't care what is what. I want it surgically removed, and the quicker I can do it, all the better for me. Because I just can't live like this. Because what's happening now with this thing and the bleeding and the pain and stuff, I can't do my swimming. And I love my swimming. I can't go to the gym because I'm scared about aggravating it. Because I can't. I'm just like a mad person. I'm like a child that's hyperactive, that jumping on the spot. That's what I am, because it's so painful. Yeah. So I called up my doctor today and I told her everything, and she said okay, she's gonna do me another prescription for the repository, as well as she's gonna make a referral. But she said she'll make a referral, but if it's to the hospital for a surgeon to look at it and decide whether they should just remove it or they're gonna find ways to shrink it. So that's coming up. Yes, people, some might have to have another surgery. And you know what? I've become to dislike surgeries, but for this type of pain and uncomfortableness that I'm in, I am very happy to have this surgery. Yeah, I'm happy to have this surgery. So anyway, yeah, so that's why I'm looking a bit knackered, because like it's taking me a long time to settle down. Yeah. But anyway, yes, I had a wonderful time on Saturday, just gone, on the it was a Christian boat party. It's just one of their summer events. It's not my church, it was another church, so you just go along to support their thing. What was nice, we had there was a live band downstairs and singers, and then it was like an open deck boat at the top. So they had like a DJ playing some music, plus the barbecue, plus there was food galore and stuff like that. But I tell you what, I used to watch these videos where people used to say how frustrated they get when people keep questioning them about, oh my God, you didn't eat much, did you? You know, I used to think, oh, come on now, don't be like that. But you know what? It really is like that. When you go out in public, it's like me, obviously, especially being on the boat, I don't want to upset myself because, the motion and everything like that, So, yeah, I was sitting next to this girl and she nearly had a heart attack because, I mean, when, we went up, it was like a buffet for our meal. We went up and I told them to put really small portions on my plate. They gave me a little mixture of everything, but what I've learned to do is just eat a little, wait. If you just wait, eat a little bit of food, and if you wait a bit, let it digest, and then go back and eat a little bit more. So I do that because I don't want to try and eat all at once and feel uncomfortable. But you know how it goes anyway. And this girl was like, you haven't ate, you've hardly eaten anything, have you? Oh my gosh, you haven't eaten much. Don't you like the food? But the food is really nice. There's nothing wrong with the food. Why are you not eating? Oh, she made such a big deal about my plate of food. And I'm thinking, lady, you got your own food. Like, it was like, she was just having a heart attack and a fit over the amount of food I was eating. So I just thought, it's not everybody you want to tell and explain. You get bored of telling people, I've had a gastric bypass and da 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 da. I just wanted to enjoy my food and take my time and enjoy the atmosphere and just eat my food, as and when I felt like it. So, and she was just having a heart attack. And I just said, look, it's the... I did lie. Sorry, I lied. I said it's due to the motion of the boat where I have to take my time and eat little by little. But it's like, because what I did, it came to a point, I had my serviette and I put it over the plate to cover the plate because she was making a big deal to everybody was looking. You've hardly eaten anything, have you? Oh, don't you like the food? But it's really nice. It's really nice. What? Why are you not eating? She made such a drama about it. I'm like, what is up with this girl? Eat your food and leave it to eat mine, I could be taking it home with me as a doggy bag or something. I'm gonna eat my food, So I mean, oh dear, I tell you, when I used to see people talking about this whole, eating out in public, I used to think, oh, come on, stop being silly. But going through what I went through, she caused a lot of attention to me because everybody's looking at me like, she doesn't like the food. Oh my God, she doesn't like the food. Oh, she's not eating the food. It's like people having a heart attack. I'm like, people chill. Come on, man, chill. You get me? I just, let me just, oh my days. But, see, now what I've realized, my mindset has definitely changed because I used to be a person where anything that I can grab quickly and eat, I would just grab it and eat it. And I'm talking about takeaway, the canteen in my workplace and stuff like that. Now I have my little lunch bag and I prepare everything. I'm so surprised. It's like I prepare everything because I can't tell with the canteen food. I was eating it all the time. It's not good. It's just full of grease and fat and you know what I mean? And I've worked too hard, And with what's gonna say with at least when I bring my food, I can control what I'm taking in. What I'm consuming, I'm in control, whereas you're not really in control when you're eating out unless you go to a restaurant, you do a lot of research about it, So I've become definitely more organized. I like to experiment and try things and healthy stuff. I like to read up on stuff that's going to benefit me. But again, what I'm talking to one of my girlfriends today, she was saying, Ebony, because obviously the lack of, she's had a different, well, she had a gastric band, so she kind of understands where I'm coming from in terms of eating. But she was saying, Ebony, you might have to just start liquidizing your stuff, like make a nice soup and put your vegetables in there, liquidize it to get all the natural nutrients that you need, and just sip it throughout the day. So I'm actually gonna do that, start making myself a nice soup, and put your carrots and vegetables and stuff that my body needs, basically. Just liquidize it all and just, yeah. I'm gonna make a soup tomorrow. I think I might do a nice chicken soup, and just drink it throughout the course of the day. That way you're benefiting from it. So yeah, I what I mean? I save a lot more money. I mean, what, especially going to work. I mean, and I was surprised because I do shift work. So you're all over the place. And with your lunch bag, I've got my lunch bag, and what I put in there, that's what I eat for the day, and it just lasts me. If I want to have a fried egg, then I'm using my 1 calorie spray, and I will put it in my little box inside the lunch box, and I will heat it up in the microwave, or have my crackers and my peanut butter. You know what I mean? Yeah, or have my little slice of cheese, whatever it be. That's what I will have. And I'm really proud of myself because you couldn't talk to me about, I was not, I mean, I can cook, but I was not one to love the kitchen, to be in the kitchen all the time to cook. And I feel so proud of myself because it's like, it's just, my mindset is just naturally in me. Like, I plan ahead now. Like, if I want watermelon, I will buy watermelon and I will cut it up into pieces and section it up and put it into bags. And every day I'll grab my watermelon, or I've got my little little bags and stuff like that. My little, you know what I mean? And I'm really proud of myself because I'm telling you, you couldn't talk to me about that. I'd be like, I used to spend a fortune at work on food and takeaways and stuff like that, and my money's going a bit longer, it's lasting much longer, and I'm just totally in control of my consumption. So that's a really good thing. And sometimes I want to eat out, and I'm just like, nah, I've you know what, I'm not gonna eat out. Save your money. You've got food in the house and stuff like that. So I'm not really tempted to go out and eat and experiment on stuff. And then I said, when I see people eating things like pizzas and stuff like that, I said to myself, you know what, Ebony, you've had it all before. You're not missing out anything. You know what it tastes like and stuff like that. So yeah, my relationship with food is literally turned right around, and I'm really proud of myself. But I tell you something, what I've realized, because obviously I can only eat small now, it's like when I look on people's plates, I don't know, it's like I'm thinking, is the plate extra big? I don't know if any of you guys realize it, but it's like the plates, I don't know, people's foods, I know they're eating how we used to eat, but everything just looks extra big to me. And I'm thinking, wow, you're eating all that food? You know what I mean? Yeah, so I don't know what I class as a meal, what I can have as a meal now. When I'm seeing the average person eat, I'm thinking, oh my days, that's so much food. And I'm thinking to myself, Ebony, stop being a hypocrite. You used to eat like that as well. But it's like now I'm realizing, like, the value of portion control. Yeah, because I'm realizing everything just looks extra big to me. It just looks, I don't know why, but everything looks extra big. And the plates are the same size, so it's not extra large plates. But it just, when I see a lot of food and people, and I'm thinking, how on earth you're going to consume? Guys, I'm telling you, if you're looking to come on this journey, your mindset is definitely going to change, because sometimes I wonder to myself, did I used to really eat like that? Could I eat so much food? Because I mean, the thing is, if I try and overeat, I get very uncomfortable, and I just need to lie down and stuff like that. But I'm really proud that I've been on this journey. I'm really happy, and it was the best decision for me, because like my whole relationship with food has changed. I'm telling you, people, I had no form of discipline when it came to food one time. Yeah, I used to, if you invited me to your event, I'm making sure I take a doggy bag home as well with me. And I would eat as much as I can. And my eyes would be on the food because I know what I want first. I was greedy, absolutely greedy, you know. I used to go to KFC, I used to eat 3 pieces of chicken, 2 hot wings, and like a chicken fillet thing, and large chips and a large Coke. I couldn't even dream about doing that now, you know. And that was a regular. They knew me. They knew what I wanted, and I wanted it extra large. I was really bad like that, you know. And you know, every event I went to, anybody invite me to a party, what another, I'm always the first one up at the table. You know, I would clean your house out when it came to food. I had no discipline or respect for food whatsoever. I was the person that you didn't want to invite to your house because if I saw you even eating food, I'd be staring at your food like, my mouth would water up. My mouth would be watering. Like, I want some of that now. I was out of control, people. Absolutely out of control with my eating. It was disgusting. Even my partner said to me, Ebony, you are so greedy. You know, I remember there were times I used to get confused and frustrated. Do I want KFC or Burger King? I'll have the both, you know. When I used to go on to the Chinese takeaway, I want spare ribs. I want sweet and sour chicken balls and a large special fried rice and prawn crackers, sesame prawns and toast. I want the lot. You understand? And as soon as that's digested, I'm going back for some more. You know what I mean? I used to love leftovers. I used to buy food to take home so I could eat at home as well. Now, I really abused my system and I recognize that now. So definitely my relationship with food has definitely changed. And it's changed for the better because now I understand why I was so big. People, I was in denial. You know, I used to go to the shops and used to say to them, you know, I was actually putting on the weight, but this is how much denial I was actually in. I would go to the shop, try something on and say, you're not making the clothes properly. I know that I'm a size XYZ and I've tried it on, it don't fit. You're not making the clothes properly. You're making them smaller than the actual size. I was convinced that these people were tricking me. That's how bad it was. I was convinced, even with the shoes. Yeah, because I used to have issues with buying shoes because I've got wide feet and I didn't realize how much weight I carried on my feet. And the shoes don't feel comfortable. Why is my feet not fitting in the shoe? Or because, you know, my feet ain't fitting in the shoes because you're not making the shoes. It was always everybody's fault. I used to complain to the shop, why are you not making these shoes properly? These shoes are not made properly. I know my foot's this size and it's not fitting into that shoe. This is the wrong size. You put the wrong measurements on the shoes and clothes. I was like that, people. I was terrible. Absolutely terrible. But now I recognize why. You know, because I was just totally in denial about my intake. And I think that's why I feel now that I have a duty to be responsible, especially now being on this journey to succeed and be responsible for my intake, you know, because I was reckless before, people. It was so disgusting. I was reckless. Yeah. Everything is, I used to get up in the morning and eat my leftovers, yeah, from whatever takeaway. I put the takeaway business. Yeah, I was their valuable customer, giving them a profit. Now they don't even see me no more. You've had my money, and now I need to have my money to do what I want to do. So yeah, peeps. Anyway, I'm gonna sign up because I've been talking for a long time. So just because the last video was short and sweet, I just thought I'd just fill you in what's been going on and certain changes. Yeah, but I had the time of my life on Saturday night, and there'll be more. Anyway, take care of yourself. Love you all. Bye bye.